it's Miss Amy, and we're back from spring break. Today is Monday, April 20th, and today we're going to talk about lacing. We did lacing with cereal, I think, before, but today we're going to talk about other things that you can lace and how you can make your own lacing things at home. So the first thing I'm going to teach you about is how to get the string good. So I put a piece of tape on the end of the string, and the way I did it is when you have a piece of string, you put a little edge on it, you put a little bit of tape on the edge, and then you wrap it around. You want it really tight, so if you don't get it right the first time, try again. But you wrap it really tight, and if you have too much, you might need to cut it off. And this is for the parents. Parents should do the setup for this because it may be too hard for your child to do with that tape. So then I got a piece of tape on the end. Okay, the second thing is, what are you going to lace? Now you could lace something that you have around the house that has holes in it, like a basket. This is my basket. And I tied one end on, and the other side has a string. And what I can do is go through any hole I want in the basket and goes in and then pull out, and then I go in and then I pull out and in and out. And maybe I go over, that's okay. And then I go in and I go out. And then I go in and out, and then it kind of looks like a web. This would be fun to do, and then maybe get another color string or something else, a toy, and play going in and out. And again, it works on those words in and out. It uses two hands for coordination, holding this and coordinating, putting the thing in. The string in. It also works on those three fingers when you're holding your lace. It works on those three fingers, holding, coordinating. We're pushing against each other. It's all good stuff. Now the second thing I want to show you is how you can make your own lacing card. This is just a piece of cardboard I took out of my garbage. Yes, clean garbage. But I took it out of my garbage so that I could make holes in it. And honestly, I did this with the kids last summer. We made s'mores, and they loved. We get a normal pen with a top, not a fancy pen, not something that if it broke, you'd be upset about, but a normal pen. And you basically take it with a gross grasp, holding this down, and poke. Oh, my pen broke. And then, then you poke, and you poke, and you poke, so that you have holes going across your cardboard. Now, I found that the kids really loved poking, and theirs often looked more like this, which is A-okay. Then you make a nice, cool design. So I'm going to do it all over, and my trick to doing this, oh, my camera moved. My trick to doing this, sorry about that, is that I have my bathroom carpet here. So when I'm poking, it has room to go through. All right, let's go back to looking half at Miss Amy and half at the lacing card. So once you have it, moms and dads, I would suggest that when you put your first one through, you want to make sure all those holes go all the way through. If you'll see, some of my holes are not as good as other ones in my holes. So you want to make sure before you move on to the lacing part that the holes go through. So I went all the way through, and what I'm going to do is tie off this end. So that way, I'm tying off the end. Now this end has tape on it because I used it as a demo for you, but it should be your end that does not have tape. I'm going to show you. It's my end that doesn't have tape, and I've tied it on so it shouldn't come out. Now your kids may want to try to pull that out, but you need to show them what the next step is. So the next step would be putting it in, finding a hole that they want to go through, and then once it's over, pulling it out. So what are we doing when we do that? when we hold it with one hand, we're learning to support with our non-dominant hand. And then usually it would be your dominant hand or your preferred hand. You're going to poke through. You see, I'm using more of a 2, maybe 3-point pinch as I'm poking it through. Then when I turn it over, I'm going to pull with 2 points and pull it through. Now, look, I went around it this time, but last time I only went through it, so you can make it any way you want. And then maybe sometimes it would be hard to come up from the bottom of these unless you pushed it all the way through. So it would be easier to go only through the tops. So we're going to go down and around. You can make a design. You could make a circle and make it look like a you could make it look like a lion. You could make a just have fun with it. Lacing is a real fun thing that the kids actually like to do, and it ends up working a lot on their fine motor skills. So have fun with it and see what you can do. If you make something really cool, send me a picture. Thanks. Bye-bye.